Welcome, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Premier League preview for this weekend. Lots of games. When it comes to the Premier League, you cannot sleep on the bicycle because the games this December, there will be games, New Year Eve, there will be game Boxing Day, there will be game a day after the New Year. In 1 week, we have like 4 games. And because we want to continue to dissect, we have to continue to preview the Premier League. And this show is proudly sponsored by gigawin.io. So don't sleep on the bicycle. Just go to that platform, crypto, win in dollars. What dollars they, and enjoy your money for the festive period. It's 30 December in Lagos. Everywhere is choking Lagos. So maybe my own 30 December will be in Ijebode because if you carry dollars out from Gigawin to Ijebode, money goes split. Nobody, no competition like Lagos. Everybody, I just got back, just full everywhere. They go run your money down. So let's go straight to our preview. We have 4 games to preview on this episode. Of course, our Spurs against Liverpool, the biggest one this weekend. Everton against Chelsea. Man United against Bournemouth. Of course, I have Aston Villa against looking for Oil Man City. So let's start from the biggest game this weekend, talking about Liverpool facing Spurs. Spurs have been doing well. Remember, they've qualified for the semi-final of the Carabao Cup after winning Man United, over the weekend. And looks like, against big side, they always perform. Remember, they destroyed Man City, in that same stadium. And just over the weekend, they defeated Man United as well in the Carabao Cup. For Liverpool, they are unbeaten in 20 matches in all competitions. They are the most informed side in Europe, in the Premier League. They top the table when it comes to the Premier League. They top the table when it comes to the Champions League. And they are playing very well. But of course, you can say dropping points against, against Everton over the week at Anfield is a bad one. But they are still in good form. And it looks like Spurs are going to have a big run for their money. And Spurs, talking about their start, they just have 1 win in 4 games, 2 draws, and their defense has been leaking goals back to back. Look at what, the Carabao Cup against Man United. They almost let Man United come back in that game because they felt like they conceded a lot of goals as a team. But of course, Postecoglou has come out to say he wants to play entertaining football. He doesn't care if it's going to be in your book as one of the best tacticians, but he wants to enjoy football. He wants his players to enjoy football, and he wants to play expressive football from his end. So let's see what will happen. Liverpool informed Salah, scored a lot of goals. Jota is back for them, and it looks like the injury worries is coming back to full. And talking about the best defense, Liverpool have the best defense in Europe. So let's move on and talk about that. It will be 10th against first. Spurs are 10th on the log. Talking about the, moving on and going to Everton against Chelsea, 2nd against 16. Everton are just 3 points above relegation, and they just had a new owner. Maybe it will be, maybe owner bounce. Is there something like that? We get owners bounce. If we don't get, make it go. So for Chelsea, they've won 5 Premier League in a row, and they've come out to say we are not in the title race. We just want to win our games and move on. But of course, people are saying you can't be in this form and not be in the title. Remember, they have 100% record in the Europa Conference League, and they've qualified for the round of 16 in that one. Chelsea are just 2 points behind Liverpool. Look like a horse race. December will decide what will happen at the end of the day. But this side, talking about Chelsea, are in good form. Beating teams in the Conference League and tearing teams apart like Chino Achebe in the Premier League. Let's move on and talk about Manchester United against Bournemouth, 13th against 6th. And talking about United is a trophy less for Ruben Amorim as they crash out of the Carabao Cup against Spurs. But you can say, of course, they still have FA Cup, they still have the Europa League, and they can still fight for the top 4 in the Premier League. But remember, they are 3 points behind Bournemouth on the log, and they've not won two games against Bournemouth. What a record they've had in that one. And they lost their last game against Bournemouth 3-0. So it looks like it's a big game for them. And Bournemouth this season have been in good form, scoring a lot of goals, and have defeated big side. They've been booking team to big side this season. And for Man United, who are just coming, learning the philosophy of Ruben Amorim, this is a big, big game for them. And, talking about the big side in this game is actually Bournemouth because they're 3 points ahead of Man United on the log based on, the table. And let's move on and talk about the last one, Aston Villa against Man City, 7th versus 5th. But I want to ask you guys, maybe you can drop in the comment section and let's talk about it. What is going on with Man United? No, Manchester City. What's going on with Pep? Is it, has football left him? Is it done and dusted? Should he be sacked? What should happen to Pep Guardiola? Because there's no manager that can survive what is going on with Pep Guardiola and not lose that job and not be sacked at this time. 1 win in 11 games. This is incredible. They are 9 points behind Liverpool on the log, and they are facing an informed, Villa side who have won 3 games in 4 matches. So it looks like another, maybe not losing, but of course I think they cannot pick maximum points at Villa back. It's left to be seen. But this Man City, who bottled in less than 5 minutes the Manchester derby against Man United, it looks like they are home and dry with a point, with all 3 points and a clean sheet. And they bottled that in front of their front, losing at the Etihad against Man United is a big blow for them. And, Pep Guardiola have broken, have set bad records, and looking like he can't find solution to what is going on at the club. Those are the games we have for you this weekend. 4 games that we preview, courtesy bet, Giga win. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. It's Spurs against Liverpool, with Everton against Chelsea, Man United against Bournemouth, and Aston Villa against Man City. And let's just mention, Arsenal have traveled to Crystal Palace. They beat them in the Carabao Cup, but Arsenal have not won in 2 games, 2 draws, and looks like they need to return to winning ways in the Premier League if they want to continue to fight for the title. It looks like other teams are doing them favor. Liverpool are not winning games as well, and the drop they are dropping at home is not really reflecting in terms of the gap on the log. So Arsenal fans, Arsenal team have to brace up. And remember, it's 5 years of Arteta at the club. What is his success rate, his ratio, and you can drop that in the comment section as well and talk about what has Arteta done at Arsenal. That's all we can take. This is brought to you by GigaWin. Make sure you go to www.gigawin.io and place your bets. Like you guys know, my name is Sulaiman Adeba. Football fans call me Pooja. Like I always say, the higher the risks, the higher the expected return. May our ticket be green. Bye for now.